Good morning to all. Welcome back again for the online classes for class 10th mathematics. I hope all of you are doing well and all of you are safe and sound at your home. So let's start our classes once again with the previous chapter that we left. Chapter number 4, quadratic equation, which we have already started and already did up to 4.2. In quadratic equation, we learn the method of factorization, that is splitting the middle term. Now two more methods are there. One is completing the square and the other is using or applying the quadratic formula. Before starting or before doing the problems related to applications of quadratic equation, we first gonna learn the method of quadratic polynomial solution and also the method of completing the square. So I hope all of you are started. So let's start. The topic is completing the square. It is a technique, it is a method to solve the quadratic equation by using a concept, by using a formula or identity, we can say a square minus b square. So how can we solve that? Using a perfect format. Please see it very carefully. So in this, completing the square is a method used to calculate solutions of a quadratic equation. We have an equation 2x square plus 5x plus 3 equal to 0, in which a is 2, b is 5 and c is 3. The first step to solve a problem by completing the square is to divide the whole equation by a, that is the coefficient of x square. So what is the coefficient of x square in this question? 2. Either it may be 3, 4, whatever. We have to divide the whole equation with that coefficient. So we have divided 2x square by 2, 5 by 2x plus 3 by 2 equal to 0 by 2. Now simplifying it, we get x square plus 5 by 2x plus 3 by 2 equal to 0. Now what we are going to do here, see this number, the coefficient of x, it is 5 by 2. What we are doing here, 5 by 2 is going to be multiplied by 1 by 2 to make a formula, that is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Every number, every coefficient of x should be multiplied by half. So what we have, 5 by 4. Now we are going to do the square of this number and adding and subtracting that particular number in the equation. So I am again telling you, we have to see the coefficient of x. We have then to multiply by half, that is 5 by 2 multiplied by 1 by 2. So we get 5 by 4. After doing the square of this, 5 by 4 square, we get 25 by 16. So what we have done, adding and subtracting 25 by 16 in the equation, that is x square plus 5 by 2x plus 25 by 16 minus 25 by 16 plus 3 by 2 equal to 0. The most important step here is that we have to see the coefficient of x, then we have to multiply that by half and do the square, adding and subtracting that particular value in the equation. After that, shifting these three to the left side and these to the right side. Simplifying it, this is a formula, a square plus 2ab plus b square. So we can write like this, a plus b whole square. Simplifying this using the concept of fraction, we get 25 minus 24 upon 16, which is 1 by 16. Now take all the value to the left side and taking RHS equal to 0. The formula is a square minus b square, which is a plus b and a minus b. So once we have to add it and then we have to subtract it also. In this manner, by simplifying it, we get two solutions of quadratic equation. So we have to learn the method, the steps here. The first is to divide the whole question with the coefficient a. Then we have to take the coefficient of x and multiplying it by half, then taking the square, adding and subtracting it, and then simplifying as per the rules of the equation. We're gonna solve one more problem to make you understand better the method of completing the square. Thank you. Now we are going to see one more question related to completing the square. The question is root 3x square minus 10x minus 8 root 3 equal to 0. We are going to solve this quadratic equation by the method of completing the square. The first step that we should remember to solve a problem by completing the square method is dividing the whole equation by the coefficient a, that is the coefficient of x square a. So the value a is root 3 here, dividing the whole equation by root 3, so that is root 3 by root 3 x square minus 10 by root 3x minus 8 root 3 by 3 equal to 0. This is root 3. Okay, now simplifying it, we get root 3 and root 3 cancel out, we got x square. This is 10 by root 3. Again root 3 and root 3 cancel out, we got 8 equal to 0. So this is the quadratic equation we get after simplifying the initial equation by dividing with a. After this, whatever we have the coefficient of x, that is 10 by root 3, it should be multiplied by half. Whatever the coefficient of x should be multiplied by half, and then we have to do the square of that. So that is 10 1 ja 10 and this is 2 root 3. Squaring both, squaring this complete term, we get 100 by 12. We have to add that particular term and we have to subtract also that particular term. So we get x square minus 10 by root 3x plus 100 by 12 minus 100 by 12 minus 8 equal to 0. Now again taking first three values to the left side and the last two values to the right side. So we get x square minus 10 by root 3x plus 100 by 12 equal to, both are negative, change to the right side, become positive, 100 by 12 plus 8 by 1. Simplifying this whole becomes a formula a square minus 2ab plus b square, that is a minus b whole square. So we can write like this, x minus 10 upon 2 root 3 whole square. This is 196 upon 12. Taking this value to the left side and making RHS equal to 0. This is the square of 14 and this is the square of 2 root 3. So we have written like this. Now this is the formula we get, a square minus b square. Every time when we solve this question, the first step is dividing by a. Second is taking the coefficient of x, multiplying by half and taking the square, adding it and subtracting it. At the last, the formula should be in the form of this a square minus b square, that is a plus b and a minus b. Simplifying this manner, a plus b, a minus b, we get two solutions. On simplifying it, we get the final answer, two solutions of the quadratic equation. So for this method, we have to learn, we have to practice thoroughly the steps. Dividing by a, taking the coefficient of x, multiplying by half, squaring, adding and subtracting, and then simplifying. I hope all of you understand this. Now I am going to tell you about quadratic formula, which will help you to solve any complex quadratic equation using the simple concept of quadratic formula. Okay, now I am going to tell you about quadratic formula, which is the third method to solve a quadratic equation. It is the most convenient and most easiest method because in that we need to just apply the formula here. This method is derived by using the concept of completing the square. We are not going to derive it, we are just seeing the applications of this formula. We have the equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is the general form of a quadratic equation in which a should not be equal to 0. Now, for applying the concept of quadratic formula, we should know about capital D, that is discriminant. It is a value that tells us about the nature of roots. So the formula for D is b square minus 4ac. The value of D tells us about the types of roots possible for the quadratic equation. Now there are three criteria for that. If the value of D equal to 0, the roots should be equal, that is alpha and beta are equal, and to calculate that we should apply this formula minus b upon 2a. This formula needs to be applied when both the roots are equal. Next, if d is greater than 0, the value is positive, then the two roots should be real and it should be distinct. It should not be equal. So to calculate that, we should apply the quadratic formula, which is x is equal to minus b plus minus under root d upon 2a, where b and a are the coefficient of x and x square and d is the discriminant. And if the d value is negative, then there is no real roots possible, only imaginary roots are possible, which you will learn in complex number in class 11. Till now you have to learn about the real roots only. So this formula is called the quadratic formula. I will tell you how to use this formula to solve any kind of problems for quadratic equation. But before that, you should try making some equations from the application problem, that is the word problem of quadratic equation. You should try making equation from that. Now I am going to tell you examples related to this quadratic formula. Okay, now we are going to see one question based on quadratic formula. The question is 5x square plus 2x minus 16 equal to 0. First of all, we are going to write a, b and c. The value of a is 5, coefficient of x square. The value of b is 2, the value of c is minus 16. Now to calculate the problem solution by using the quadratic formula, we are going to first calculate d, discriminant, which is b square minus 4ac. Substituting the value of a, b and c and simplifying it, I got d equal to 324, which is greater than 0. If d is greater than 0, the formula for x is minus b plus minus root d upon 2a, which tells us about two distinct solutions. Substituting the value of d, b and a, this is under root of 324, which is 18. We all know square of 18 is 324. So now we got minus 2 plus minus 18 divided by 10. So this is, we have two solutions, alpha and beta. No, so in first case minus 2 plus 18, in second case minus 2 minus 18. Simplifying it, you got two solutions. So as simple as that, just applying the formula, and as per the requirement of d, you can calculate it using the concept of quadratic formula. I will tell you one more question based on equal roots. Now this is the problem which is based on equal roots. The question is 4x square plus 8x plus 4 equal to 0. The value of a is 4, the value of b is 8 and the value of c is 4. Applying discriminant formula, d equal to b square minus 4ac. Substituting the value and simplifying it, we get d equal to 0. Now the condition for equal roots is that d should be equal to 0. Now if you get d equal to 0, you have to apply alpha equal to beta, since they are equal to minus b by 2a. Because the value of d is 0, so in the quadratic formula d eliminated, d is reduced. So simplifying it, we get the value minus 1. That is, both the roots are equal and the value of that root is minus 1. I hope you understand the method of completing the square and also the method of quadratic formula. You should apply these concepts to solve as many problems as you can from your book, from your extra materials also, reading material, notes also. Before that, before doing lots of practice, first focus on your NCERT. Try solving your NCERT problem, try making equations from the word problem, and then you can use any of the three methods, that is factorization, completing the square, or quadratic formula to solve the problem. I hope you will try. If you find any doubt, you can message me also. I will see you in the next class with some application problems related to quadratic equation. Thank you very much.